All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you all, Naija Watch family. Thank you very much, you guys, for joining us. Please help us to share this broadcast. This one is from our brother, Comrade Stanley Osazel Sakonokwodi. We are still on the same matter of Peter Obi's race, presidential race, and he's here to talk about Peter Obi, talk about Kwonkwaso, a possible collaboration for both of them, and talking about Tinubu, Wike, and many other presidential candidates. Please help us to share and let's do this together, my people. I appreciate you all. Thank you. Let's listen to our brother, Comrade Stanley Osakwonokode.
Yes, we have a series of topics for us to discuss today. And first and foremost, I'm going to start with the activities of Governor Yeso Wike, after which we discuss little about the major talk between Peter Obi, Labour Party, and the Kwonkwaso NNPP. Before we go to the political ancestors who believe that ruling Nigeria is his right. But first, let's go to the perspective of Governor Yeso Wike. It is on this note that we first of all say a great good evening to our conscious Edo people worldwide. It's me, your brother, your friend, Comrade Stanley Osazel Sakonokwodi, your host on this platform. For those who are with me, please share this video and invite your friends. It's going to be a robust interaction, an educative political discourse. There's no time to throw tantrum. This time for us to state it clearly the way it is. And you should also know that we just have just one chance as a nation. If we fail to get it right this time, believe me, forget about it. As of today, Nigerians guarantees their personal security. As of today, Nigerians, not the government, get it clearly, guarantees their right to potable water. In fact, the water that we're having, that we're consuming today, are not palatable. Thirdly, Nigerians have responsibility now to provide housing for themselves. And what is the primary responsibility of government? Protecting the lives and property of the citizenry. Now, as of today, we will understand the responsibility of each TS of God, so that we won't want to apportion blame or orchestrate an onslaught against government or officials in different ramifications. We will know exactly what and what to touch. Now, with the love Wike enjoys from all and sundry across the country, most especially during the gubernatorial elections in Edo State and elsewhere, Governor Yeso Wike was loved by everyone because he is actually a man who knows how to fight. But as a very vibrant individual, you must know when to apply your actions. In fact, let me state it clearly. Placing fit situation into an unfit fitness is wrong. Doing the right thing at the wrong time is wrong. Actually, what you are doing is the right thing. For the fact that you are doing the right thing at the wrong time, you are totally wrong. But when you do the wrong thing at the right time, you are right. It therefore means that what is the difference between the right and wrong? It depends on the perception of each individual that is involved at a particular time. Now, let me give you a classical example. Somebody is attacking your mother. Actually, your mother is wrong in action. But a male folk, you are just coming from outside. You saw a male folk molesting and beating your mother. It's not as if this male folk is exchanging word with your mother. He's beating your mother as a kid, as if your mother is a kid. And you are coming as a man. You saw this person beating your mother. You are not going there to say, oh, why they beat my mom? Mom, oh, my mother was wrong, I know. Yes, When you get there, the first thing you must do is to protect your mother and as well retaliate actively against that person for going beyond what is normal to attack your mother. After which, when you must have been able to respond, to defend your mother and to ensure that you have struck a balance, everybody cannot go to talk to say, oh, what is what actually happened, this is what actually happened. Yes, at that time, fighting ought not to be the possible option, but you have to act to defend your mother. You have done the wrong thing at the right time. Anybody who wants to be the judge at that time, that will say, as you don't call it for when they finish your mouth first, now, that person is wicked. But ordinarily, fighting in itself is wrong. So you did the wrong thing at the right time. So it depends on the perception of an individual on how they perceive your actions at that particular time. So why am I citing this classical example? You must know when to apply your doggedness. For those who don't really understand what transpired in the whole political era during the pre-election era of the PD primary and the post-primary election era. Now let's break it so that we understand. Now from the initial stage, Governor Wike played an active role to ensure that we have the okay government that we have today in the state that we are collectively enjoying. Forget the fact that there are propagandas from different corners trying to label the government bad. First, for those who want to know how the workings of Obaseki is, please do not listen to me, don't believe me. Go to hit the corner of the streets. Don't just look at the central business district alone. Go to interiors and see what this government is doing. In fact, go to the whole of Oredo, you will see it down to area of Iboka, in some parts of Orion. Go and check what is on the ground. I should not use my mouth to say 9 billion. If you think that what those Agonobode have said in respect to the performance of the Obaseki administration is a lie, take the challenge, let's see the street together. I will create time for you. Forget the fact that we are always busy. But in respect to the, because we are getting closer to the political era, we are putting modalities in place to ensure that we can play an active role in the political process. For those who want to dispute it, just come, let's hit the streets together so that you will see it for yourself. It will not be a matter of now lying, because in our society today, one of the basic problems that is militating against us is that we can easily be influenced by the wordings of the overall majority. We can easily be influenced by the wording of some selected persons as well. They will say somebody can as well influence you to hate an individual that have never wronged you. You just develop hate because somebody said this person is bad. The question is, have you observed that person to see that the person is bad? Look beyond the physical. You cannot influence me or for me to just follow the few who wants to damage the image of the certain governor of the state. Now go beyond that and look and see for yourself. Now, Wike play a very good role. Anybody who said that Wike did not try in the do is a selfish person. But look at the controversy. Now you've done what you're supposed to do in a Senate claim. When somebody has done what is expedient, you wait for someone to come to say, oh, thank you very much for what you did. We bless you. May God going to replenish you. May God going to skyrocket you beyond your capacity. But in this case, Wike did not wait for somebody to say thank you for what you have done. Now we lost an asset in the People Democratic Party. The person of Peter Obi is an asset. You can't change that. Wike chased him away from the party. Now you cannot sacrifice others because of your personal ambition. You have the right to your ambition. But the point is this: everybody has the right to seek for the top job of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Now, Wike fought almost virtually all the governors in the South. And I told you all, politics is what you read. I told you all, I said, Wike is not running for the office of the president. He knew quite well that he cannot take the ticket from Atiku in PDP. He is aware. But what the point he was playing is that he wants to clinch the office of the vice president. That when he creates a turmoil in the party, they will not say, No, the only panacea for us to bring everyone together, let us give the life of Wike the slot of the vice president. That was what he was actually fighting for. And I must commend the People Democratic Party for not allowing anybody to bully them. Now, some persons were saying that we should not allow the North should. Wike plotted the removal of Uche Secondus as the PDP national chairman because he believes that Secondus will be a stumbling block to his ambition. He sacrificed it. That was what led to the emergence of a Northerner as the national chairman of the People Democratic Party. All what Wike was doing was designed, his action was designed to satisfy his interest at the detriment of the collective destiny of all members of the People Democratic Party. He left and as well up to Akwa Ibom, even down to the majority of the Southeast state. Wike fought everyone and sacrificed them for his personal ambition. And now you are going to the primary election, you are saying we must stand to fight for the interest of the South. No, you are not fighting for the interest of the South. He fought for his personal interest. Now, let's go to Edo. What led to the political impasse in Edo? Now, in Edo State, the Chief Dangote Obi is a great man of inestimable value. We can't dispute that. As a leader of the PDP, in fact, he was the state chairman of the party. He has never won an election. Go and ask. Danobi has never won an election. I challenge him today. If you believe that you are strong politically, go and defeat Oshomole in Senate in Edo North. You are from Edo North. In the last election, Oshomole defeated all of them, even in their various polling booths. He defeated the whole of them. Go and ask. It will be unwise for a sitting governor to allow you to come to his own zone to decide who becomes the Senate or House of Rep in the Edo South. No, now, it doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. Now, there was an agreement. Okay, for it to be like this, let this one go, let this one go. You bring 13, this one will bring 12. Let there be unification. They said, oh, congratulations, everybody will be happy. And they left the ground. Obi insisted that he's going to decide who becomes the Senate in Edo South. For what? For what? He wants to decide who becomes the Senate in Edo South from Kukuruku. Where are you going to be good? You are from Kukuruku. We all are one. But when you decide from your angle, please don't come to decide in the same angle. No. That is the dispute. Now, Wike in itself came out publicly on the national media to say that the governor of Edo State should wait, that is going to create more crisis in Edo. The governor of Edo State should wait, that is going to create more crisis in Edo, all in the bid to secure the entire delegate. Get it clearly. The same goal Wike wanted to achieve can easily be achieved in a diplomatic form. What is bad if we can call Lukowa and Obaseki to say, please, Governor Obaseki, you know the role I played. Even a witch, even Satan the devil, when you appeal to his conscience, Satan will have everything to say, this thing is, there's a fact in this. What is bad if we can now come to say, Governor Obaseki, you know all we did to make sure you emerge, please. I want all the two delegates to remain with me. Just do all you can to see that I pledge you. This is politics, it's all about negotiation. You want to dictate to a sitting governor like you. Is there a senior governor within all governors? Even if the governor is a one-term governor, can you just begin to decide for a sitting governor? You say, hey, this is what I want him to do. Because the governor refused to allow himself to be bullied. And let's remember where the whole activity came from. It was the response of Comrade Philip Shaibu that led to the outburst of Yesobiki. And the governor of Edo State replied by saying, please, a governor, you are telling a deputy governor, he said, well, a mere deputy governor speaking, a mere deputy governor. That is why it is obvious that the deputy governor in Rivers State have nothing to say because Wike overshadowed the whole of them. But that is not how democracy operates. A member of our representative said in Rivers State, Your Excellency, Please, you cannot take the screening from the party secretariat to government house. He was sent to prison by Wike. That's to tell you that nobody talks. Are we in a totalitarian regime or a military regime where nobody speaks? That is the issue. Nobody speaks. So when you speak, Wike attacks you. But then people will say, oh, why we like Wike is bold. No, there is a difference between boldness with wisdom and boldness with foolishness. Sorry for using the word foolishness. Now, you see, you know when to act and you should know when to withdraw. By the power of God Almighty, Osakwano, when you know when to. See, let me tell you, I want to open up to you all. I'm in a state of political confusion right now. Yes, I am a staunch member of the People's Democratic Party and a strong ally to the governor of Edo State. Now, those who gives me their job on a daily basis, that decides my feeding, is saying that they are with Peter Obi. Those who is making it possible for our day-to-day activity, the whole of them when they talk so, none of them they think of how we take the leave. For the political side, they don't care. Then those who is saying, Osakwano, where are you come? Osakwano, go and do this one. Osakwano, go and do that one. You do this one, so go and do this for me. They all are telling me that this is where they stand. My dear brother, believe me, I secure my relationship with those who see me as an individual. So, as of today, I have concluded that even if I'm a member of the Democratic Party, I will not criticize Obi. I will not criticize Obi at all. Because those who have traveled far and wide of this entire world knew what development is. No matter how Osakwano think he is today, I cannot be compared with the least person in Europe or America or in Canada or anywhere. Do you know why? Because the level of education that they have received in respect to travel is different from academic education that we think we've gotten in one of our institutions that fall beyond standards when compared to global community. As of today, our institutions are on strike. Whereas APC politicians bought a presidential form at a cost of 100 million. How much is ASU looking for to resume academic activity? None of them have ever spoken about it. Tinubu is saying that he must be the president of the Federal Republic. That is the turn of the Yoruba, and if it is the turn of the Yoruba, it must be him. What makes you think that Nigeria is your right? A flag bearer cannot even hold a political flag. A flag bearer, the holder, he has the shake. Now I will get to there, but let us take it one after the other. Let's take it one after the other. A flag bearer, nothing who flag, he has the shake. Yes, he might be a good person in terms of performance. I don't care. But what we care about is, does he have the know-how right now to stand the test of time? Does he have this physical capacity to stand the test of time? A man who will not take alcohol, but he will just be staggered. We made a very silly mistake for bringing an ancestors today. In 2015, we worked against President Buhari. But he won the election. And in 2019, they said we should come and remove him. No, we said, no, you must continue. Those who brought you, we will assist them now. As of today, where are we? The president returned Nigeria back on a reverse year. I started building my house when Smith was 1,200 naira. But today, Smith is fluctuating from 4,500 to 4,000 naira. What is the level of employment created by the Buhari administration? As we speak today, just a signature of the wife of the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, as at then, Dr. Goodluck Jonathan, gave people employment in Share and Chevron. Without the first signature, Share and Chevron accepted it without an advert. Before the wife of the president, as at then, came out to say they fraud my signature. That's to tell you that this set of people have been creating opportunity for themselves and their kids. Have you ever heard that CBN is employing? Nobody is dying in CBN. Nobody is retiring in CBN. Where is this employment going into? These crops of people are using it to enrich themselves. Till today, where is the billions of naira conversion to dollar, millions of dollars found in the Ikoyi house? They've not said anything about it. Under APC administration, we have corporate corruption. PDP administration was a corrupt government where you have chop by chop. And it was corrupt. Today, what we have now is corporate corruption. Monkey swallow money, snake swallow money. Jam came out publicly to say they owe their money, they didn't see to. That monkey ate the money. Monkey eat money. And when they want to talk, I don't know whether they say Nigerians are goats. Where you just tell them, you just come and say monkey eat the money. Ow! And these selected people, they come again now. They say, hey, we want. Yeah, see, under a normal situation, APC as a party is not supposed to be contesting for presidency. They are supposed to be apologizing to Nigerians, not to contest. 50 million naira, $50,000 by delegates, approximately 30 million naira per one delegate. Anybody will take part for APC delegates that very day. As we speak today, even some PDP delegates, not your church and both CB, they are not millionaires. They are millionaires. Wike own River State dollars. Now, what is a clear? When you say what is the meaning of money misroad? Money misroad can be defined as wicked. When you define money misroad, a true definition of money misroad is wicked. How is it wicked? Now let me tell you. He was busy pumping River State petrol dollar into different area. He went to the north. To the north to go and give them how much? It's not 20 million naira, if I'm not being 100. I don't know the amount of money. I've forgotten. In Kaduna State, because he wanted support. Then he created crisis in different areas. I told you all that what he was fighting for was the office of the vice president. He fumes. They were already celebrating already when he thought that he's going to clinch the vice presidential ticket. You want to bully PDP to give you the ticket? No way. And I think what can't. Thought is wise. A man who contested and wanted to make sure that he defeats me in no area must be interested in the presidency in the future. I can't make him advise. The PDP look into it. The man went on the top, one of the lion of South South, Okowa. You know the talk. Weekend and next weekend, you know rugged this half of Okowa. You know rugged this quarter. He's just shouting. Gra gra. Not be ruggedity. Hey, but I tell you, hey, you this. Not be sense. At the end of the day, go and calculate. I made a post where attacking me and said, after this whole activity, Wike should be ready to face the EFCC. If you want Nigeria to be okay, forget about party politics and say it the way it is. If PDP wins tomorrow and the government of PDP refuse to ask PDP member how they manage resources in their state, that PDP government is corrupt. If APC government wins tomorrow and the APC refuse to ask how governors manage the resources of their state, the government is corrupt. If Peter Obi wins tomorrow, which I know that, believe me, regardless of party affiliation, Peter Obi in himself is a light. This man, Father Umbaka, came to say Peter Obi is stingy. He never knew that his statement was campaigning for the man. Nigeria needs a man that will not spend the resources of the country for political gratification. That is the same fight we are seeing in Edo. And Obaseki is not spending Edo money for political gratification. Let me tell you openly to you today. Yes, I am benefiting from Edo state government. How? The work that I do, I have an advantage as far as my work is concerned. Yes, so it's a benefit. Because if the governor of Edo State say, I know this, even if say no and answer come on, he do everything to say, let's prevent this guy. All my application why they make, if I did, it no work. Now the truth, we're in Nigeria where politics is played with everything. So even if I am not benefiting directly from Obaseki, his policy, I'm benefiting from his policies. Even President Trump and Joe Biden cannot create the number of employment that will take care of the entire United States population. But with the policy of government, for those who have sense, they will take an advantage of the policy to achieve their aim. As of today, one of the best policy created by the Obaseki administration favors my profession. You want to do a building plan approval, you need a town planner. You want to do anything in the built environment, you need a town planner. And I am a professional town planner. As of today, actually, I love to be going to government house on a daily basis. I love to be going to government house on a daily basis. Do I have the chance to go to government house? The answer is no. Waste time. You know how many calls like they receive? I found I just never ask why they been. Then I always not go to the talk from one side. No, I did not abandon government, but I have to work to meet up to the demands of those who commissioned me to carry out exercise on their behalf. So government cannot employ everybody. In fact, let me tell you now, myself, Emmanuel Ekpogu, Kola Edopaye, and all of us, we are benefiting from Obaseki administration. Even if they are coming out to criticize, it is the policy of the government. I mean, all of them do jobs, different jobs. Because you have a sensible man who knows how to create policy. Now some people there that they wait say, they say the first for this government, not because of work. They are angry because normally the tradition is you will be called to government house, they will be giving you money. That is the political tradition in Nigeria. As a politician, why ordinary citizen is praying that we need a good government to give us road, light, and water. We need a good government that will guarantee our security. Believe me, politicians are taking up the government that will favor them. That even if Governor Obaseki ties the whole road in their area to their doorstep, and the governor refused to bring out do the stomach infrastructure, believe me, if you like the president Obaseki not to do, they will say he must go. They will say Obaseki must go. We don't want him. He must go because he has refused to do it the same way. Now let me tell you, why do you think that fight is in existence in Edo State? Believe me, if Obaseki is dishing out the way it ought to be, you will never hear quarrel. The fight you are seeing today is as a result of the fact that Obaseki has refused to play the old ways. Are you telling me that if 500 million naira is paid to Danobi's camp on a monthly basis, that Danobi will come out to say, this governor, what you are doing, I don't like it. No way, they won't say it. The fight that is going on is that Amaga said, that is why a sincere Edo people must distance themselves from this ugly fight against the government, because it is not a fight designed to protect you. It is a political fight. How many benefits have you benefited from politics as a citizen? Tell me, what have you benefited as a citizen of Edo State and a citizen of Nigeria? What have you benefited from political fight? Once the sheriff formula is going smoothly, what you hear is, let's give the government some time. To build a state or a country is not an easy task. Let's give the government some time. But when the sheriff formula is not going smoothly, this man is a bad man. What is he doing with this one? What is he doing with that? Let me tell you, those who are fighting Obaseki are those who refuse to go and explore the policy of government, but the leader, the Ghana must go, which has been a culture right from the history of our democratic existence. Now, I want to address this area. Some persons are saying, why is Obaseki fighting everybody? Yes. In case you are not aware, the rate at which we have corrupt activities in the state, it be like the knife where they bring come out from different road. They say me the passer. If you not destroy those others, no way. No way. If you not destroy those others, no way. The fight is still there. If Obaseki refused to fight, no, don't worry. Jonathan told us when he was leaving power. Forget the fact that Jonathan government was one of the most corrupt government in Nigeria. Forget the fact that he was a PDP man. His government was one of the corrupt government in this country. And in fact, the government said Jonathan, the only reason why people are saying Jonathan because he handed over and he lost the election. Not be another thing. How many billion federal government spent for bread, cassava bread, under Jonathan? Where is the bread? Where is the bread? Why the Minister of Petroleum under Jonathan refused to return back to Nigeria? Under Buhari, the highest corruption for Mr. Integrity. Today, Nigeria is not aware of how much we get from petroleum product because it's the president and the Minister of Petroleum. The same way Obasanjo was the president and the Minister of Petroleum. So, the fight that you are saying is not a people-oriented fight from their angle. Now, let me tell you, from the part of government, the government fight must be a people-oriented fight. But for politicians, it can never be a people-oriented fight. I won't deceive you. I am not saying this because I want to tell you that I'm better than them. No. I am not better than them. Let nobody deceive you, including me, Osakwonokoti. All of us. I am not removing myself. Believe me, my interest in the fight. My interest. None of them is thinking about the road in Obelaka. Nor the gully erosion in Oregon. No, they don't care. If you like make, the only thing they care about is the insecurity because it's getting close to their doorstep. Not because they want to secure you. They want security to be okay so that they can continue in their loots. So they are not fighting to secure Nigeria because of you or because they actually love you. No. They are doing all that because they want to secure themselves. If you have found yourself in money, if somebody come preach to you, say, don't worry, God is coming to destroy the earth. He will not create paradise for everybody to live forever and ever. A man who has money will say, ah, may God prosper now. How I will say person not die now. Hey? Because they are enjoying. They don't even know if when you are talking about 500 mega power, 3,000 megawatts, 300,000 megawatts of electricity. You are just talking about your own. They have soundproof generator. You know they make noise. Now they have even graduated into solar. They spend any amount of money to get their electricity. So they don't care. Megawatts is for the poor. So whether like day, like no day, they cannot. They live 24 hours on that direct electricity. So what the concern there are you? All this one we get here say the fact where they go to is purely Wike was fighting to become president, to become vice president. He has to come through the president. So okay, since he don't get the presidential, this is let's give him the vice presidential. But you don't know say they play with tactical politicians as well. They follow and play the game because enough is enough. Thank God Wike did not win. If he had won, Nigeria will find itself in a very huge disaster. Let nobody deceive you to say, the north, the south, the north, the south. My brother, when war sets, those way they pray say make the war happen, they know they. As I did so, I have not left the shore of Nigeria. The only place where I don't travel go, and I flew, na Ghana and Benin Republic, Port Novo. Port Novo, I go carry car. Ghana, I go spend on the day with my family. The rest, I don't get passport to say, my pikin don't get passport. If war set with this side, men will not let you deceive you, say me, you don't say me war. No, we don't need war. We need sensible person that can unite this country and create a real development. That is why I will never ever criticize those who choose obedient Peter Obi. I won't criticize them because forget party politics. In party politics, I know who I'm supporting. But for a better Nigeria, we can't change this truth. Can you change it? You can't change this fact. We are talking about those who have extreme intelligence to fix this nation. Now let me tell you, it is not politics. I want to be very truthful by the power of God. You see this set of people, I may not be able to talk about Atiku's corruption because to date, he has not been indicted formally. But when it comes to competence and who is actually ready for true governance, is Peter Obi and Atiku. And Kwonkwaso, who is ready for governance. Now, Olusegun Aganga, Akunwumi Adesina, Dora Akuyele, this woman, Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, all those are the formation created by Atiku while he was the head of economic team of Obasanjo's government. Under Obasanjo's government, Atiku was not a yes vice, as Osinbajo turned himself into a condolence vice to President Muhammadu Buhari. Loyalty of saying, let him give me the ticket. Did they give him the ticket now? No. People died in the war. If they watch it on, you know what? If you look and say, if you just say, we condemn them, they'll say they may not vote for him in the north. So he's always trying to be very careful because he wants to be president. Did he get a ticket today? No. He did not get a ticket. Condolence vice president. A wastage. While Atiku was the VP, Atiku organized the day Dora Akuyele, good people, great nation. We remember the rebranding. What Dora Akuyele did to ensure that they sanitize our medical system through NAFDAC. This was the handwork of Atiku Abubakar. Go and confirm. Obasanjo knows nothing about government. Even the likes of Obasanjo have no right whatsoever to be speaking in public for now. And that's the man of what? A man, they asked for Olumelu report came out and they said, why is it that Nigeria has no land? They said, go and ask Obasanjo. He spent $16 billion in the power and steel sector. He did no land. The federal government of Nigeria since 1999 to this has spent over $58 billion. Do you know what is $58 billion? What you need to build a well-organized power plant is not up to $5 billion. That will guarantee 24 hours power supply to Nigeria. We have spent $58 billion. Electricity market is market to siphon resources. And as of today, people are still clapping. I am not talking based on party politics. Let me tell you. I hold just two people my loyalty. One, the good people of Edo State. Then it is divided into two. Our brothers and sisters in the diaspora. I don't tell you that. As I told you, I said it before. I said, I am not more or less like a person that's found himself in a political confused state. Now, those who see me as individuals, standing Osakuna, holding this boy, now our own boy, is here. You know, because party politics. If you don't like the way I tell you, come and collect your party issue. I will give you your party card. You carry go. Oh, whatever. We must do the right thing at the right time. This is the first set of people. I break one into two. And those in general. Then again, our brothers and sisters in the diaspora. Yes. They say, now where you foresee that, you dey go loyal to, now you dey thank. You can't change the fact that on a daily basis, by the power of God Almighty, people are calling us around the world to give us jobs. Or you think, say me myself, as I did say, God just descend and say, me, you don't get. No. If to say those calls not come, maybe Osakunokodi for don't be Babiala. The good character wey you say I get na for nothing. You know why? Because every day I must go government as a Moshe Money, the nation will not agree. But Osakunokodi, by the power of God Almighty, is gradually becoming an independent man because when everybody pulls for your back, you can fall. So, because of that, it will be very difficult for me to go against. I am still studying the views of our people around the world. I don't care if whoever they support win or not. But now where Edo people dey, now they. Let me just study, let me see the percentage that is here, and let me see the percentage that is here. Then I will decide and stand with. But get it clearly, I am standing with Edo people. I was an Edoma before I became a Nigerian. Patriotism expect me to be a Nigerian first before an Edoma. But even the president in himself is one of the most nepotistic individual that I've ever seen. Go and look at his cabinet. All came from his own political extraction. So if a president was supposed to see the nation as one, he's taking side by telling the UNDP to concentrate their development in the north. Usakonobode reserved the right to recognize the fact that he is an Edoma first before I became a Nigerian. So I will first of all take order from Edo people than taking order from any single politician. Get it clear. Get it clear. The same set of people who are the second person is excellency. Obaseki is not the first for me. I am saying this publicly. I didn't lie. My loyalty goes to Edo people first. My loyalty to Obaseki is second. Edo people first. Then the second one is His Excellency, Governor God in Obaseki. Why? I will tell you. I cannot be influenced to destroy what we have built. Obaseki knew that those who made the governor are not in Edo State. It's either they're in America, Canada, Australia, Sweden, Norway, Belgium, all in all. From where they are, they influence the activities on ground. But it is so beautiful that this set of people are now speaking with one voice. But do you know what? Edo in diaspora has not gotten it right in totality, but they are gradually going. Please go and get a leader that will be in diaspora with you, but it will be accepted by all, no matter the country that you are. That individual will be accepted. Automatically, you have created a formidable force that can even talk to the presidency, not talk of governor of your state. Governor said you're not going to reach to talk to when you get formidable force. We are talking about you can tell the country what the country will do. Tompolo came out and said, if the federal government refused to create the NDDC board, we will resume hostility. Immediately, the joint leaders and others came out to say, we cannot guarantee the security of oil workers in the region. We stand by the statement made by Tompolo. The federal government ran down to hold a meeting with them. Yes. Because they spoke with one voice. But how will you speak in one voice in your attempt? In fact, those in the diaspora have been able to create a system where things can be done rightly. We that is on ground, we are the problem. Including us of body. Yes, we won't hide that fact. We are the problem. And we are the problem not because of the fact that we actually want to create problem. Believe me, there are what I have not seen that you have seen. When a government build a road, Osakunokodi will be clapping. Government don't do you. Government don't do you. But you will say, why is this celebrating road? Do you know why you are telling me not to celebrate road? You have seen what government has done in the West. You have not seen it. Not until recently. John Osage was showing an underground tunnel. Deep down into the underground, train the passer. Then John going to show how from different step to another before the people come out to the earth surface. I can't begin wonder. Me will say being a professional traveler, how did they build that tunnel? And that train they move long distance. That is sitting underwater. Have I ever seen that before? Or you think it's by speaking English? The most dull person that is in the West may be more intelligent than us. Now, both we for right, but people they see this thing with eyes. So we should know the discrepancy between the both. That is the truth. So, Osaka, when we will be celebrating road and street lights, you will say, what is this voice problem? Because when you've seen, I have not seen it. I believe somebody told me. I will mention his name. Ben Light Lawani. He said, Osaka, I will not blame you. While I was in Nigeria, I played this politics more than you. But you know what? If you travel to Europe, America, or Canada, you will never support any government in Nigeria again. He cited an example. A friend of his, that one gave me CFO to do for him now. That was just last week. That his friend is a staunch political player in Edo State. But when he traveled back to abroad, now the guy when we do judge WhatsApp, he said, my brother, Mona, your rest. Some people, those that when they come in, they'll say, in a dry, but we are thinking that we are living a normal life. Do you know why? Because I never really see the good life. In our preaching, as a Jehovah's Witness, they are telling us that government cannot do anything. But I'm still wondering, how come European government and American government or the Western world, even Asia, Egypt in your backyard, Egypt, how are these people getting it right? I don't even hear anyone say that Egypt now be the current diaspora in Africa now. Men don't go there. Egypt get 24 hours power supply. Egypt Nigeria, we go out. Egypt not get a number past Nigeria. They don't get money past us. Nigeria is more richer than some of the Europe nations. But in this country, a politician that held a position, no one have below 1 billion in their account. Some of them cannot eat the money that they have, but they still drag to our job. The money where they get, they don't feel it and finish. Their money don't pass what they don't feel it. They are now working for generations yet to go. Yet we are still clapping. I was with my brother today. He came to no one. He came. We met in our community. He had already done a video why he's supporting Tinubu. And I asked him, why do you want Tinubu to see? Tinubu was a flag, he's a flag bearer. And they gave him flag. The man told you with his mouth, with his action, and with his body language, I am not fit. The flag is ready. He was giving a speech in one open book in the land. Which other word you want the man tell you with his body language before you could know say he's not fit to be president? Which other language are you looking for? Because you categorically that he is not fit to be president with his body language. Somebody told me this evening. He said, this afternoon, sorry. He said, even he said no way. If he reach there, he will well. Look at his statement. I don't wish anybody, I don't wish him to be sick. No. But let's tell ourselves the simple truth. If you come to fitness, you cannot compare Atiku Abubakar with Tinubu. He's not about the age now. Because Joe Biden in America is an old man. But you are looking at, is he fit to really mount that particular position at this kind of time? I told you all before that the goal and objective of these people is to secure themselves. They want to secure themselves. Tinubu stated clearly that he's going to make 50 million Nigerians to work in the military. Ask him, will Sheikh Tinubu be a member of that military? Tinubu came out publicly to say that Lagos State is like his auntie. When he uses that, he will put her for pocket. At the end of the day, if Tinubu becomes president, his daughter will be the ideologer of Nigeria. The wife will stop slapping senators. She will not be slapping governors. The wife will stop slapping senators. She will not be slapping governors. Nigeria must be up and doing this time. Let's look very well critically, because let me tell you, I took 100,000 naira every day I declare. People don't understand. 100,000 will be big area. I know what it takes for me to work 100,000. I'm not a thief. I will work. I never, since I was born, I'm not criticizing who they do this thing. I've never pressed laptop once. Say, I'm fighting in Afghanistan. My father died and left property. Send this to me. I have never done it since I was born. To date, you cannot send me to do something for you and I will eat the money. No. I suffer to get money. In fact, some persons, they when they come, they say, come ready. Maybe they try the rest too. If you break that money, go force you rest too. But people don't know why I know the green rest. I will tell you today. Not be everybody get in mind to say, as you off your phone, you say you see the call you not finish. You don't be pick up for like 2 weeks. You just leave it. Yeah, they'll say, hey, you don't get suspected. So for as long as you have agreed to do a job, you must be on the street 24 hours until result is out. You must be on the street 24 hours until result is out. Now, after all this suffering, we go to the market. Madam, you have onion? Yes. The woman selling onion will never ask me, are you a PDP man? If you are a PDP man, this onion is 50 naira. If you are APC, it's 100 naira. If you are Labour, it's 30 naira. No. The market force of demand and supply affects the whole of us. Affects the whole of us. So if the economy is good, it is for the both of us. We must be willing to put into cognizance the economic structure of our country when electing leaders. What did Tinubu want to talk? What did he know? and read what Tinubu promised. President Musa Yar'Adua gave us 7-point agenda, and he told us that in 2020, Nigeria economy will be one of the top leading 20 economy of the world. And in 2020, we are there. Buhari remove am. Buhari remove the economy from the top 20 economy of the world. CBN is busy printing money. It is only in this government that a city CBN government will be campaigning in politics. Nobody talks. And people are still clapping, allowing them to play politics with them. Let's say it the way it is. In this election, you have two people, qualified two persons. Obi cannot be tied to any single corruption case or even an allegation, and is competent economically. Atiku Abubakar, I cannot talk about this corruption. He should go and defend himself if there is any, because some is tied to his name. But when it comes to competencies, he has the ability. But believe me, Tinubu has nothing to offer apart from taking money from state to state, moving with polio van. He believes he can buy, and people are valuable to be sold. But you know what? Reference statement made by one of Nigerian icon later on. He said, it's their money, don't vote for them. In every other polling station and polling unit, make sure you monitor who each individual that is sharing money. If you see anybody sharing money, go there, one and hold and collect the money. It is our money. Now you know why we have economic recession in Nigeria. All the dollars has been in somewhere. They brought some of the dollars in party primaries. The main dollars is coming during election. The dollars in Nigeria, in the hands of politicians, is larger than the whole dollars with Nigerians and in the Burundi change. The dollars with politicians is larger when compared to the number of dollars with those in Burundi change across the country. The dollars with politicians is 50 times larger than the total amount of dollars with Aboki and Nigerians in the Burundi change. Those dollars is coming. Be ready to eat the dollar. But you know what? Vote your conscience. And when voting your conscience may be bad choice. Choose the best choice and do not allow the polling van in Lagos convince you. Do not allow the polling van in Lagos convince you. No matter how much they give to you, that money must down. 8 years too long. Because whoever won must come back. You can't change before you. No one way you visit the one stuff before you. There is going to use the power of the base. And I'm glad to be that President Muhammadu Buhari showed them the body language. While he was campaigning in Imo State for the election of Opus Odimo, he said, and I quote, then Oshomole was the national chairman. Oshomole presented the flag to Opus Odimo of the party. Then when everybody wanted to make a speech, he said, Nigerians should vote for me and vote your choice in order. So if Tinubu thinks that election will be rigged in his favor, 0. Let's see how you are going to galvanize Nigerians to vote for you when we are aware of the fact that Alpha Peter in Lagos is used to siphon the collective destiny of everyone. And people are saying the man is building people. Who is he building? He is building those that will turn come and help him to achieve his aim. And those he built and himself are all selfish building. Go and build Nigerians. Build an average Lagosian. Build the Talakawa. Build the Aminu Kano. Talakawas. And not those who have made huge amount of resources for themselves. And you are coming out to say, he has beautiful. Who don't build? His friends and allies. So that man should fight the phone and car. In support your rest. 99.9% of those supporting him are doing so because of what the direct benefits, what they will get. As of today, if Nigeria fails to do the right thing, believe me, we will not get it right. And if we fail to get it right, Nigeria is already in the reverse gear as orchestrated by His Excellency President Muhammadu Buhari. If we allow the reloaded or the refurbished ancestors iPhone 11 Pro Max of Buhari to return, believe me, believe me, you go take your ass, you will cry. But water will come out for your face, tears no go dey. A word is enough for the wise. Do the right thing for your own benefit. Now, somebody said, yes, my dear brother, Obi was a member of PDP. Wike drove him away. And today, Obi is a light. This time is not about ear mark. This time is about eye mark. What are your antecedents? What have you done? And what are you going to do? Take a cursory look at Anambra State. Go there and investigate Peter Obi. Somebody said Tinubu laid a foundation in Lagos. Which foundation? Lagos is as developed as some core part of Addis Ababa even before Nigerian independence. Lagos is as rich as 4 states in the United States. Not New York. No. Some states. Lagos State is richer than over 6 states in Canada. Lagos State is capable of giving the whole South Staff allocation without taking 12.
All right. Thank you very much, my people. We are rounding up here now. That's the end of the video. Please help us to share, like. Appreciate you all today. It's been a very busy day for us. Thank you very much. Help us to share. And let's stand for what is right. Thank you. I will say good night, everyone. Tired. Thank you. Appreciate you all. Share and like. Bye for now.